Morning. Okay, what I want to do here is I want to make a little intro video for this channel. The focus of this channel is going to be on expressing, Kajukenbo in the way that we do it. Kajukenbo is an incredible, wonderful martial art. It's been a big part of my entire life, for sure my adult life, and I want to share that with my students. And I have distant students now. I have a lineage that I've built over the last few decades, and I want those guys to be able to have a reference or a resource on not necessarily the past, but where we're going now. A few questions come up sometimes. People ask, what is the GoDaddy method? Are you doing your own thing? No, it's just the way I do Kajukenbo. That's all there is to it. I don't put myself on a level with Joe or with Great Grandmaster Charles Gaylord or any of these founders or pioneers that brought Kajukenbo here and developed their own methods. I'm just emulating them. I'm doing what they did. They took the Kajukenbo they knew, they made it theirs, and they taught it the way that they wanted to pass it on. That's all I'm doing. There's nothing new about what I do. I guess what you could say is a little different in what I do from what traditionally is taught is I'm a little less classical. Okay, I don't focus as much on the number of techniques. I don't have a bunch of techniques that I make you learn. You don't have to learn, dozens and dozens of punching tricks, dozens and dozens of grab techniques, dozens of kata. I don't have you go through all that. I work you more on the functional aspects of it. So there is some of that because that needs to be in there. We need to develop, some punching tricks, some grabbing tricks. We need some kata. We have to have that foundation, to where we can actually learn to move and train and have the intensity and all that kind of thing of a Kajukenbo person. I mean, in my opinion, that's one of the things that sets Kajukenbo apart was the intensity and the tenacity and the hard training that we went through. Coming up in, the Gaylord lineage, my teacher, Professor or Grandmaster Brian Yoshi, our school, we rock and rolled, and that I feel is one of the biggest differences because I've trained in many martial arts over the years. Two groups, Hakakheim's group, the SFC, which I'm a big part of, and our Kajukenbo lineage, we banged it out. Everybody else, it was always very comfortable training in comparison to what we did. So I want to keep that spirit alive because that, in my opinion, is one of the things that sets Kajukenbo apart. We rock and roll. And we always do. We try to be as functional as we possibly can, and that's what I'm trying to carry on. So really, what is the GoDaddy method in a nutshell? It's different from what I originally learned, and that's part of the reason that I went with that. There's no ego trip on the GoDaddy method. The GoDaddy method is really more of a respect to like Great Grandmaster Charles Gaylord, because even though I came up in that lineage, that's not what I'm teaching today. So if I went ahead and said that I'm teaching the Gaylord method, I'm not doing him a service because I'm not teaching everything that he taught. So it's not really the Gaylord method. Inspired by the Gaylord method? Oh yeah, 100% Gaylord, true blue blood pumping through the veins, just a little bit different, And again, let's think about it, it's 2025. We know more about martial arts now than we did then. So we understand what's functional, So what I try to do is I just try to teach what I always profess, function over flash. So come along. I hope you enjoy the ride with us. And if you're an existing student or a distant student, hit me up on IMs or DMs or whatever, and let me know questions that you have. And I'll try and cut little videos out there to try and address those and help you to better figure out what we're doing in between training sessions. And that's pretty much the gist of it. I just kind of wanted to overview it, let you know what we're doing, why we're doing it, and come along and enjoy the ride. So let's get it on. Some good training coming. Have a great day.